Well, welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part 5, I think it is now, of this live stream where I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies and having a bit of a torrid time, if I'm honest. I think I've probably taken on little bit more than I can cope with here. I normally like to have a bit of a challenging football manager, but this is a challenge and then a bit more as well. So last night's live stream, it was shocking, and I lost so many games last night. However, we did turn it round in the last game of the evening. I did announce it. Normally, when I announce it's the last game, we normally get beat. However, we did win 3-2 against Ipswich, and a bit of a last-ditch winner there. Hiya, Pulse. How are you doing, mate? So yeah, I think we just jump straight in. One or two things to say, but I'll probably wait until some of the the usual people are in. So let's jump into the game. Okay, so the next game up will be Newcastle, and they are top of the league, I think, as we speak. So that win against Ipswich was a very vital win. And let's just have a quick look at the league table. So the league table has us in 8th. If we can finish this season in 8th, I will be quite happy, I think. And then potentially next season. Hiya, Stevie. How are you going? How are you doing, mate? Yeah, not too bad here. Not too bad. It's cooled down an awful lot now, which is quite nice. My grandsons have got a competition up in Ulverston on Sunday, but it's meant to be raining. It's down to 17 degrees. It's a very early start. So I think I'm probably going to duck out of that one. I would like to go, but I don't think the weather's going to be great. Good, thanks. I moved to Nottingham Forest because they got relegated to League One, but I didn't realise they got relegated. Also, they have near no money, and all my players left for free. Yeah, Football Manager will do that to you, Pulse. It will definitely do that to you. Right, okay then. So, like I say, we need to stay away from. If we get relegated, I will get sacked. And we need to stay away from Sheffield United. But we are 10 points ahead of them now, and there are 7 games of the season left. So I am anticipating finishing the season tonight. So hopefully, and all my new players are subpar, and my good striker got brought. So even though he's worth 30. Yeah, once again, Pulse Football Manager will do that to you. It will do that to you. I'm having the same problems in my Lulatano save. That was a weird. Portugal's 3rd division's weird because the season kind of finishes on the 24th of January, but the top 2 out of the North and South leagues, the top 4 out of the North and South leagues, then go into a playoff league. So we then have another 14 games to play. So whereas up to the 24th of January, I was winning games, I mean, reasonably easy. Now I'm in the playoff league. Trying to get a win is just unbelievably difficult. So I don't know whether I'm losing my touch or whether Football Manager is doing its usual shenanigans. I don't know. Okay, so let's have a look at yesterday. So big stories were. So my goalkeeper. My goalkeeper, who was, is she is that Jessie Gray? What's her name? Jessica Gray, yeah. She'd been in most of the season, as you can see, 19 appearances, 34 conceded, only 2 clean sheets. Now that may have something to do with the defence in front of her. However, at 6'2", she was getting nowhere near the worldies that was being scored past her. The number of worldies that we had against us was a bit off the scale. I've never seen anything like it before. So teams were just getting the ball outside the penalty area and just wellying it, and it was going in the top corner, and she got nowhere near them. So I decided to put my reserve team goalkeeper in nets. And now let me just see if this will work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we played Durham away from home. And let's just see whether it will do it. Goals. Let's just see if it'll show this. So this is my backup goalkeeper, who is meant to be very good. But as you will see here, she's got a punching tendency of 15. Right, so I think we go 1-0 down there. And then I think we come back then to get it to 1-1, I think. It's not really this that I'm wanting to focus on. So Shepherd, nice ball out onto this side. Lucy Johnson down the left-hand side here. And we get a header there, and Jones there heads the ball in the back of the net. So what you've got to watch out for now, and the thing about this is you won't, it's not going to show you, but this keeper is 5'9", and look, see? Now, she'd done that 2 or 3 times before that goal was scored. She won't catch a ball. She just punches everyone. So that was the 3rd or 4th time she'd done it. And on that occasion, then, it led to us going 2-1 down. And then, well, they're going to get a 3rd goal here now. So the 2nd goal really it wasn't the deciding factor. But once again, very poor. She's quite small, so a 6'2" keeper diving there probably would have tipped that round the post. So I was very, very, very unhappy with her. Extremely unhappy. I've never seen a goalkeeper punch so many balls out. She didn't catch anything. She punched every single ball. So reasonably near the end of the season, so I thought, right, let's put her on the... Let's give her a free transfer. Gone. I don't want to see you anymore. You're not a goalkeeper that I would ever have in any of my teams. In fact, you're the worst goalkeeper I've ever had. But of course, the board wouldn't let me. We have £55,000 in the bank, but the board said we don't have enough money to let her go. So I tried to do a mutual termination. That didn't work either. So the usual football manager crap. Let's put it that way. Usual football manager crap that you're trying to get a player out of the door and the game just says, no, we're shutting that door, firmly shut. We're going to bolt it in 6 places. You are not getting rid of that player. No way. So I'm stuck with her. So in the event, I'm not sure, how do I get out of this now? Do I have to press continue? So in the event, I wasn't keen on my first choice goalkeeper either, but it was transfer deadline day, so I rushed in quickly. And hiya, Cameron. Hopefully, Cameron, yeah, I mean, they did say they were going to let me know when it was fixed. I've been doing a speed test 3 times a day, and it seems fine now. But I did get an email this morning saying, can you please send us pictures of your BT box, your router, your wiring, your setup and everything, so we can get an angle on what's going on. And I'm like, well, so does that say you've not fixed it then? So I'm a bit unsure. I didn't do any of that because it seems to be all right at the moment. And my usual remit is if it's not broke, then don't fix it. Right, so if we just go in here now. So I signed this she's only 20-year-old, Courtney Ingram, Welsh goalkeeper. She's only 5'7", but you know what? I don't think we can do any worse than what we've had in nets. I really don't. I mean, a 6'2" goalkeeper was not getting up to the worldies that were being scored against us. So if she can't get to it, nobody can get to it. Maybe this Courtney Ingram will be better. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyway, so we'd been on a really bad run. Southampton draw, Bristol City in the FA Cup lost. We got battered, actually. Birmingham got beat 3-2. Durham, you've just seen, got beat 3-1. And then we come to play Ipswich. And let's see if this works, as very often it doesn't. that will tell you your speeds. What will tell me my speeds? I'm not with you, Jason. What will tell you your speeds? Um, so yeah, so let's just have a look at this one. So this was a very interesting game actually against Ipswich because we really desperately needed the 3 points. We're not going to get too many chances of 3 points, but anyway, this was a very interesting game. So when I tried this the other day off camera, it wouldn't work. Let me just see what it is generating it. So let's have a look at this game. So I'm just looking at the time there. Okay, right, okay, right. So this is the first goal here. I think this got scored very early on, so Ipswich went 1-0 up. So once again, quite deflated. That was quite early on in the game. And then we're giving the ball away left, right, and centre. We're playing like a gang of buffoons, but we do pick the ball up from a loose pass there. Hornby, Johnson, going to play the ball in the box in a second. That one's tapped in, and it goes to 1-1. So then we get, and it's snowing by the way as well, and then we get a free kick for Ipswich that gets tapped in there. Very unlucky there for Gray, really. Gray gone back in goal. We didn't have the new keeper at this stage. So we 2-1 down now. Valiant effort to try and get to the ball, but it bounced straight out to an Ipswich player and it was 2-1. Okay, Ipswich here in defence, not doing great, but they do pick the ball up. And hold on a minute. Is that... oh, that's us, isn't it? So is that 3? That can't be 3-1, surely. I've lost count now. I've lost count. But anyway, it went 2-2 and I did everything in the game. I changed the formation, the tactic, I moved players around, and eventually we did get, there we go. I think that is the winner, 3-2. In the 94th minute and 36 seconds, I think that was the winner. I worked my socks off in that game trying to find something that would work because we were giving the ball away, things just were not working, unlucky, all of that kind of thing. And eventually I settled on something that actually got us a winner and we got the 3 points. So a very nice... hiya Ginger mate, how are you doing? I'll tell you, look at previous messages. I'm not with you, Jason. I'm not with you. Hiya Stuart, how are you doing, mate? Right, okay. So yeah, we've signed a new keeper. That was a lovely move for the winning goal. But I had to work my socks off for that. I really had to work my socks off for it. I changed so many things in the game. I'm not quite sure how we set up now. I think I set this up this morning to just play with a little bit deeper here, just to try and protect us a little bit more when we're out of possession. Obviously, we've got the new goalkeeper in Ingram. But yeah, it was a very nice move. And we've got Newcastle playing now. We're not going to win that game because Newcastle are top of the league. So we're not going to... I mean, if we can get a point, that would be great. But anyway, let's bob the game on. So I've shown you the things that are important. I have to go on PS5 if I want to start a game. But yeah, I know, Jason. Yeah. I know it is. It's a big problem. It is a big problem, but Yeah, I've just made my peace with it now. If you basically if you want to play the console version, then you just have to put up with it. There's not a lot you can do really. Quick question: what is the in-game option for berate like you had in FM24? Because my team play. I tried to fire them up, demand more, and they get angry. Yeah, well, I can't remember, Pulse. Are you playing the PC version? Because you're probably asking the wrong person. I know in the console version, there's only disappointed and angry, isn't there? By the way, we have got, I think it's after the Newcastle game, I think we've got a 4-week break coming up. That'll be over Christmas. Oh no, it's 14th of February. Must be an international break coming up. I have put 3 friendlies in there just to tide us over. PS5 now, right? Okay. No, there's no berate, Pulse. There is no berate. Once again, berate is still in PC, right? Okay. Yeah, I mean, no, there's no berate, Pulse, in the console version. I mean, another thing that's a bit lacking, really, but all you can do is be disappointed or angry, really. Unable to run it. You get it for free on PS5. All right, okay. The PS5 only has 4 shouts. Yeah. So how are you doing, Ginger? How are you? How are you? I've seen you've come in there, and how are you? How are you doing? All right, so we need to move this through now and get it. Oh, it's today, the Newcastle game. That's okay. That's fine. Well, let's see how this little bit more reserved formation works for us. So we got the new young kid in goal. She's only 20, but she's got to be better than Gray and certainly the other keeper. Like I say, I tried what's she called? Erhabor, one of the worst goal. She's actually injured. One of the worst goalkeepers I've ever had in Football Manager. Her punching tendency, I've never seen that in Football Manager before. She just punches everything. But the usual old buffoonery, Football Manager won't let me get rid of her. So I'm stuck with her till the end of the season. It's not, no, no. I mean, she can just stay where she is. I'm not too bothered. Okay, I think we're probably set up here. I did have a look at this, I think this morning or late last night. Doing good. Started saving Denmark in the 3rd division. Back-to-back promotions now in the top league. Hoping to get my last save. Right. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping for something like that to happen here. Normally, I'm reasonably good at doing stuff like that, taking a team over in the 3rd division and getting back-to-back promotions. But this Portsmouth Ladies, I've hit a bit of a brick wall with this one. Yeah, well, we're all waiting for FM27, aren't we, mate? All waiting for that now. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I was thinking about this, like an hour ago. That I mean, obviously, all content creators playing Football Manager, their viewing numbers have dropped like a stone. And because I don't have that many, mine have dropped even further, kind of dangerously low, really. But it's a weird thing because if I said now, right, okay, I'm not bothering now. I can't be asked doing all of this for getting no views and no new subscribers and no nothing, and I'll just wait till November, then my channel would fall off a cliff because you've got to keep up that, you've got to keep the content coming. So I got to stick with it. There's no other way. It's a long wait until November, but if I don't stick with it, then it's going to be hard work in November trying to pick it back up again. So fortunately, I do. I do enjoy playing the game, but then sometimes it has me tearing my hair out. My great tax are still in good. Score loads of goals and only one loss in 25. Love a narrow formation. Yeah, I do as well. I got a feeling, Stuart, in that Ipswich game, I think in the end I did go narrow and put two strikers on the pitch. And that eventually that's what got us the goal. I think that's what I did. But I had all kinds of things going on. I had a diamond going on, and then I gave that 5, 6, 10 minutes. Then I changed it, put two up front, and nothing was working at all. But eventually, we did get a very, very important win. Because there's when you're as bad as we are, you look at games and you think, right, we ain't winning that one. That one we might have a chance. And the ones where you've got a slim chance, you've got to get the points in, because there are certain games like this one where we're going to get nothing. I mean, this is a very, very poor team, this Portsmouth Ladies team. So, bit of snow. Is that a bit of snow, or is it very, very wet? It's chucking it down, so it looks like it might be a bit waterlogged. Right, well, let's see what we can do in this one. I mean, a draw would be magnificent. Whether we can get a draw, I don't know. I very much doubt it. If you have just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing a ladies team, and that is Portsmouth Ladies. I'm having a bit of a torrid time, let me tell you, because they're not very good. Okay, Barker throws the ball in the box. That comes out, and Charlie there is now going to come away with the ball. And they've got a massive break on here. She's been allowed to skip into the box, but my young 20-year-old Welsh keeper actually saves that one, which is encouraging. That is encouraging, because the other one would have punched that probably straight into the striker's path and then would have slotted it into the back of the net. So I don't think I'm going to do anything in this game, really. If we just stay balanced and not going to shout at them or anything, because we're not expected to win this game. I mean, next season I'll be expecting them to win it, because they're getting a bye this season, because most of these players are not my players. Hopefully next season they will be. So, I mean, that was a brilliant header on, but nobody there to pick it up, unfortunately. Whoa, I mean, Ingram never moved for that one. So she's either brilliant and can judge things very, very well, or she just switched off. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say she was brilliant on that one. She's on a 7 at the moment. When I start a save, I just go for a tactic that suits the players, so that I had loads of midfield and not regular. Well, you see, I mean, that's. I mean, I get asked all the time, how do you select a tactic and a formation? And that's exactly what I do, Stuart. You know, it doesn't always work out, I have to say, but if you've got a team full of midfielders, then, you know, play a diamond or two strikers and, you know, plenty in midfield, then it writes itself, doesn't it, really? Okay, let's give them a pleased. I think we're quite pleased at half time with that. If this goalkeeper can keep Newcastle out, then we've got a point. I'd like to see her do all right, because, I mean, I didn't have a lot of choice, I have to say, because she came in very, very cheaply. I did try one or two loans, but they didn't want to come to me because, believe it or not, we're very lowly. In fact, I've tried to offer a few new contracts to my players, but they're very reluctant at the moment because they don't know what league we're going to be in next season, which is fair play. I mean, I quite like that's quite good. I like that, because that's realistic. A lot of things in Football Manager are not realistic, but that's very realistic. You wouldn't expect somebody to sign a new contract if they were good and didn't know what league that you were going to be in next season. Right, well, we seem to be holding our own at the moment on this waterlogged pitch. Newcastle there, not great. Go on, Hornby. Now, you stop running there. Why did you stop running? That was quite poor. Like I say, I think we should be able to get the season finished tonight. After this, there's only 6 games to play. We're out of all the cups, so not that I'm bothered about the cups. But we just need to get that 8th position or anything better. That's a better ball from Newcastle. Come on, don't let her cross it. Crossbar. Got away with one then. Got away with one. Once again, though, an opposition team lumping the ball towards the underside of the net. Got a high press on here. Don't know what style you're playing, but I'd bypass press and direct in this weather. That's very technical, Jason. That is very technical. I don't normally mess with things like that. And our formation is quite flexible as well. So if you need a goal, you can stick a strike from it in the formation. Yeah, well, exactly. You are right though, Jason. Yeah, I mean, obviously, any competent manager would do that, which tells you a lot about me. Maybe that would have been a good idea, but hey, it's 55 minutes on the clock and we're doing all right. Newcastle, I don't know whether it's the weather or not, but seeing as they're top of the league, they are giving the ball away quite a lot. Free kick ref, yep. Can we have a direct free kick that goes in, please? And thank you. Because I've seen a few go in. Hornby, left-footed. No. Phil would be proud. He would. Yeah, he definitely would. Yeah, I think Lelujo would be very proud of the way I play the game. At least I don't let my assistant manager pick my team and my bench. I do all of that myself. I do put a bit of effort into it now and again. Right, I think we're going to make some changes in a minute. Oh, nicely picked up again. It's got to be the weather, this. Got to be the weather. Oh, there we go. Ingram's just played a suicide ball there. There we go. So once again, my goalkeeper causes a goal. That's a shame for the young kid. That's a great shame for the young kid. Okay, let's make some changes. Right, so we'll bring Escort can come on there. Woolley in there. Let's put Jones on up front. Let's go twin striker. I can never remember which way around these go. She's right-footed. Hornby is left-footed. Right, that's okay. Let me just sort these by. Let's play her as a deep line forward. At least that gives a little bit of presence there, doesn't it? Okay, Johnson, and it's Milner, who I think is still out long-term injured. Yeah, Collins can come on then in that case. 4 changes. Let me just have a look at the out of possession. Wally Jones needs to go up there. Okay, Conham North are swapped around. So that'll have not been helping. This is why I bloody detest this. I absolutely hate it because I always forget to look at it, and I've now got my centre backs in possession, out of possession, chasing around. I absolutely hate this. I know I'm going to be on my own. I know I'll get a lot of stick for that, but I absolutely hate this. Right, okay. Let's 20 minutes to try and get back into the game. His videos confuse the hell out of me. What, Phil's? Or Lelujos? With left backs in goal at times, maybe you'd be better off letting your assistant pick the side. Probably would. Yeah, it probably would. Oh, come on, Lucy Shepherd. Is that been given? Yeah, it's been given. She's fast becoming my favourite player, Lucy Shepherd. I have offered, it's Lucy Shepherd, I've offered a new contract. And, well, she's doing a bit. She's doing a bit because she said, no, I'm not signing a new contract. I don't know what league we're going to be in. So that's 1-1. That's very nice indeed. Shall we just play cautious? Ooh. I hate when they change from when they subs to the heart rather than the positions they play in. It drives me potty, Jason. Drives me absolutely potty. I'm going to change. I know. Oh my word. Cool Escort's in here. Oh, she's scored as well. Charlie Escort, come on. It's 2-1. Oh my God. I'm going to get the most out of smiling and cheering because I don't think there's going to be much of it tonight. But that was a nice take from Escort. Very well anticipated. And a lovely little goal, by the way. Right, okay, let's drop into our more defensive tactic. Let me just have a look at this now. Wooly Escort wants to drop back there. Wooly out there. Barker down here. Barker down here. Oh my word. Any more changing you would like me to do? Jones can drop in there. Jones can drop in there. Jones can drop in there. Thank you. Frustrating. Okay, let's have a look. So we can make one more change. I think we might bring Bull on for Wilding. Right, okay, let's check this because this is going to be Aldercott now. Hornby, Woolley needs to go there. Barker needs to go in here. Jones, Escort, Woolley, Barker, Kinzer, Collins, North. Yeah, they. For me, I would happily get rid of this. I would happily get rid of this. Right, made that change, haven't we? Okay. Right, let's try and see if we can hold it then. We've actually done all right. We've had 9 shots, only 2 on target, but those 2 have really counted. Don't tell me we're going to win this game. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Oh my God, we beat Newcastle. Now, if I was managing Newcastle, that would be the type of game that would drive me absolutely potty. We're on a 2-game unbeaten run. Let's not get too carried away. Let's give that a save before it blows up. What wages like for the women? Are they pro or semi-pro? So we are. So we've got professional status, and if we look in here at wages. So the top wage earner, bearing in mind in WSL2, the top wage earner is Hannah Cohn, although I have just given her a new contract. She's on £700 a week. Sophie Barker's on 600. But I'm guessing the wages in the WSL 1 will be a lot more. A lot more. But that's a sight for sore eyes. Back-to-back wins. Right, we've got 3 friendlies now. We don't play again until the 15th of March now. So there must be some stupid internationals on. How do you customise your corners and set pieces? If you go into, is it squad training? Is it in there? Where is it now? How do we do that? Or is it in match? Set pieces. I don't know whether this is what you mean, Pulse, but this is where you go for it. So you're going to match day set pieces. So, for instance, on corners, I've got 3 set up. So they're all in swinging. I've got a far post, a near post, and a short. So I've got those 3 set up. And for throw-ins in the attacking third, I always have a long throw on. I mean, Jasmine Bull has got 14 for long throw, although I don't think we've seen too many of those. And then you can also set your free kicks up in there as well. It's a bit basic. There's not a huge amount because it doesn't let me change people's roles. Right, okay. Yeah, I know what you mean then. I don't know whether... So it's saying there, change the corner taker. So you can change your corner taker with that little icon there. Throw-ins, attacking third. It's only letting me change corner takers. I mean, after I've set this up, I normally let the game do its own thing then, because in theory it should, like for instance, I know because the game, I've not done that, Jasmine Bull taking the long throws, so the game has decided she can take the throw-ins. I've not like old FM. Yeah, but you're playing the console version, Pulse, so it's always going to be quite limited, unfortunately. Right, okay. I mean, she's done better there, I think, than... Although she did end up on a 6.5. One appearance, 1 conceded. We will be going for a much better goalkeeper, no doubt about it. I gave that a save, didn't I? Let's give it another save. I think it's one of those limited things, Pulse, that you just have to go with the flow. If there is anybody who's joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. And I am managing the Portsmouth Ladies. Peacock's been given... Right, okay. Oh, she's on loan from Arsenal, isn't she? Yeah. Right, okay. Maybe it's worth bringing in a couple of players on loan until you build up the money to make some statement signings. Yeah, I mean it's going to be a very very interesting summer, Stuart. Very very interesting, and of course that's the start. That's a part of the game I enjoy the most. So I am really looking forward to the summer to see what wheeling and dealing I can do. Because every team I apply for says set pieces aren't an important part of my game, but then I can't change it. Silly FM. Yeah, I mean, you kind of you've kind of summed Football Manager up in 2 words there, Pulse. I mean, you deserve a round of applause for that. Silly FM. I mean, it kind of works, doesn't it? Really? Is that the first time I won back-to-back games all season? I think it is. Yeah, Stevie, it is. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Friendlies, rubbish. 1-1, rubbish. That was a friendly. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Beat Birmingham. Oh no, well, we won back-to-back games there, but it wasn't league games. It was it was that League Cup thing. But other than that, yeah, it's the first time in the league we've won back-to-back games. It's going to be a bit boring this now because I've got to do a lot of button clicking. You are joking, aren't you? Comfort Arabor has been given a Nigerian call-up. Well, I expect to concede a lot of goals, mate, whoever the manager is. Because, it's Justine Madugu. Well, good luck with her, because she doesn't know what her hands are for other than punching the ball. I wonder if you'll have different job titles, manager or head coach. Yeah, I think I don't know, Jason. I mean, we can all speculate, can't we? And I think that I think the capacity that they've got now to make the game much better on console is immense. Whether they'll do that is another matter. They might have the mentality that, okay, if they have a blanket mentality about consoles, that consoles are played by the younger generation, we don't want to give them too much to think about, so we're going to leave it as it is. It's a fairly basic game, and that's it. The PC one will keep improving, adding more data, giving you more things to do, because that's the older generation. If that's the mentality, then we're probably not going to see a change, are we, in FM27 on the console? I would certainly like to see a change to the staffing. I would like to see that expanded. I mean, like Pulse has just said there, maybe an expansion to the set piece routines. But whether we'll get that or not, I mean, it's with this new engine now, surely they've got the capability to do it. But whether they'll deem it necessary for the console is another matter entirely. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? But they've got plenty of time to work on it, haven't they? They're not doing anything more with FM26 now. They've got from, whenever Miles put that statement out, they've got from then right up until November. And then even a bit afterwards, because it'll be a beta first, won't it? And then iron out bugs and bits and pieces. So she seems to be a bit of a sick note, doesn't she? Robotham. She's whinging a lot. She's not playing, but she gets injured a lot as well. Go on holiday for 3 weeks. It's actually not a bad shout, that. I didn't really think about that, to be honest. Because the friendlies will look after themselves, won't they? 15th of March. Should I go? Man, I'm going to have to come back before it anyway, aren't I? You know what? At this stage, So it's quite an important stage this for us. Let's just play it through. Because if I holiday and I get two of my important players injured, then I'll be kicking myself. I mean, it's not to say I won't get two players injured if I play it like this, but Real Madrid are working on a deal for Rodri. Yeah, I mean it's been in the pipeline for a few weeks. I mean that Perez apparently before the World Cup had said wasn't interested. Then the World Cup came, and then I think people have got in his ear at Real Madrid, and now he is interested. So I think we spoke about this last night, though, didn't we? About like fees and stuff, because I think everybody was telling me that I was wildly like inflating his value with only a year left on his contract. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I mean, it was disappointed when Bernardo Silva went there because I consider Real Madrid to be one of our rivals, and he's gone to one of our rivals, so I wasn't very happy with that. And I suppose if Rodri went there, then I wouldn't be happy. But then, he's Spanish, and he's 30, 31 now, and if he wants to finish his career off at Real Madrid, then at the end of the day. I think City buying that young Moroccan. Yeah, what's he called? But Boadi. Yeah. Yeah, I was having a quick look at the I have all the ITKs saved on my other computer, so I flip through them half a dozen times a day to see what the latest gossip is. But if you get 55 million, you've done very well. I mean, realistically, I think you're spot on. I think you're absolutely spot on realistically. But in my heart, I'm kind of thinking, you know what? I'm sick and tired of City letting players go for nothing, which is what we generally do. I listed them last night. There must be at least 10 players in the last few seasons that we've let go for absolutely nothing. And I kind of feel like it's a bit of a thank you for the trophies that they've won and how they've helped us. And that's great. But now and again, you just feel like, okay, Rodri, Ballon d'Or winner. There's nothing else he can win in the world now because he's won the Champions League, he's won the World Cup, he's won the European Championships. He's done everything. So is he not worth? Because if the roles were reversed, would Real Madrid let us have Rodri for 55 million? Not in a million years, they wouldn't. No. United looked pretty good today. Well, their youth players did. No, what? No, what? No lad is going to Liverpool. Alvarez was a lot, wasn't he? Yeah, he was, Stuart. Yeah, now and again, now and again, we do get some good money. But for the one Alvarez, I can list you David Silva, Vincent Kompany, Yaya Toure, Kevin De Bruyne, Ilkay Gundogan, Bernardo Silva. Did I say Sergio Aguero? He went for nothing. Who else has gone for nothing? I mean, we have had some money in. We got money for Jesus, didn't we? We got money for Alvarez. But that's just off the top of my head. 7 or 8 players there we've let go for absolutely nothing. Okay, they were towards the end of the career. Fine, I get that. But, when you look at some of the other teams, I don't want to mention any names, but they sell players for massive money. And to be fair, not that good of players, really. I mean, Morgan Rogers, 118 million to Chelsea. If Morgan Rogers is going for 118 million to Chelsea, Rodri's worth 150 at least. But it's all relative, isn't it? I'm talking as a City fan, so at the end of the day. But it's going to be a very interesting season next season, whatever happens, I think. Because there's going to be teams who didn't get any Champions League football last season who are going to be chomping at the bit to get that. Arsenal have got a lot to prove. City have definitely got a lot to prove. United need to get back in there amongst it all. Jason, if City don't sell, he will go for free in 12 months. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the City fans are weighing that up that, would we rather have Rodri for one more season and maybe if he stays fit and wins us the Premier League, then that's value, and then let him go for free. I mean, I'm not so sure, really. I'm not so sure. I don't know. Would you rather keep him another year than leave for free? Sell him now for the money. It's a difficult one, Steve, and I don't have an answer to that at all. Liverpool have 10 players out of contract and let 2 stars in their prime go for nothing in recent years. Yeah, well, it's I mean the whole Rodri thing, I'm just letting it play out. It's if he goes for 50, 60 million euros, whatever, then he goes. Good luck to him. If he stays, I hope he keeps fit and plays well all season and we win a trophy or two. And then he goes for nothing at the end of the season. I'm just trying to stay quite neutral on it, really. Because you've got to bear in mind, his age now. He's kind of, is he 31 now? So you've got to bear in mind that he's not a young kid anymore. And because this is where the valuation comes in, you can't. So as I'm saying, I'm thinking, well, okay, then, well, is he worth 100 million? But then, the quality of player that he is a Ballon d'Or winner. I mean, with what he's just done in the World Cup, could he win the Ballon d'Or again? I don't think he will. I think the younger players will come through. But, he'll be in there with a shout, won't he? So he could be a double Ballon d'Or winner and going for, for his caliber, it would be next to nothing, wouldn't it, really? I don't know. So it just annoys me when, some of the figures that are banned. I mean, we've had to pay 116 million for Anderson when he's, I think he's a good player, but he's still quite unproven. 116 million. Morgan Rogers, 118 million to Chelsea. Is he at 118? No, nowhere near. Morgan Rogers is probably 45, 50 million pound player, I think. But there's lots of them, aren't there? There's lots of these players. This Boadi that we're after, he's only 18, 19. Okay, he's been playing for Lille. He's a regular. He played for Morocco. Fine. He had a half decent few games. I watched him. He was okay. But they want 100 million euros for him. The kid's only a teenager. What's going on with the world? Absolutely bonkers. Oh, he turned 30 in June. Right, okay then. Right. I mean, I personally feel like, you see, I mean, this is the other thing. There's so many things to consider. So I was reading a few reports and City vloggers and watching a few things, and they said if he goes to Spain, because Spain's first Premier League is nowhere near the intensity of our Premier League, Rodri will be able to play long. If he can stay fit, he'll be able to play on longer there. So I could see Rodri doing a Modric in Spain. He wouldn't do it in our country, but in Spain, I could see him doing a Modric over in Spain. I think if he can stay fit, he'll be a very, very good player. But of course, he's having a back operation on Monday. So Maddie North. Who's Maddie North? She's not my goalkeeper, is she? The one I've just brought in? No. Centre half. If anybody has just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. If there is anybody in the live stream who's not subscribed, subscribing to my channel really helps it to grow. I would be grateful if you would subscribe to it. Give the video a like as well while you're here. I mean, Stuart there's saying that everyone's 100 million plus. You're right, Stuart. There, every time, like one of the top teams goes in for a player. I mean, like the Brightons and the Bournemouths of this world seem to go and be able to pick these players up for 25, 30 million, don't they? But when the bigger clubs go in for players, it's always 100 million plus. It seems to be the starting point now. It's absolutely bonkers. T-Nash, I'm sure you've asked me that question before. I support Manchester City, T-Nash. PSG won 150 million for Barcola. Madness. Yeah. Hiya, Jay. How are you doing, mate? Even though you're a Man City fan, good luck with the football save. Great content. I also play Football Manager on the console. Welcome along, Jay. Welcome along. Yeah, Manchester City fan. I know it won't go down well with a lot of people, that will it? But you know what? I've been a Manchester City fan now for 60 odd years, so it's not going to change, is it really now? It's going to be very interesting with this Maresca, though. I mean, are we going to go the way of United after Ferguson? And that's a big worry because, United lost the plot, didn't they, after Ferguson? They've never really recovered, to be quite honest. Are we going to go the same way? Oh, I've just read your username in full. So you're a United fan. Am I pleased with the Anderson deal? Yes, I am. Very, very pleased, Jay. Yeah, very, very pleased. He had a great game against us at the Etihad last season. In fact, he scored a cracking goal. So he played very, very well. I've not watched him too much, but then I watched him play for England. And I thought he played very, very well for England. Very well. But he's City always, well, I'm sure all clubs do. They interviewed him, and that dropped yesterday, I think. And my God, what a boring interview that was. The interview was like, giving a 12 sentence question, and the answer was like 3 words. And all right, okay then. Happy with Tillman's 35 million. I think it was a good deal for us. How old is that, Tillman's? I've always liked him, I always wondered whether City might go in for him. How old is he now, Tillman's? He seems to have been around forever, but 35 million is a very, very good price. But the question you've got to ask yourself, is Tillman's Manchester United quality? Is he quality or not? 29, but good experience. All right, okay, then he's a bit younger than I thought he was. Right, so yeah, he has got bags of experience. I mean, I'm obviously, like you as a United fan, you're going to look at it totally different to me, but I do wonder, like a lot of City fans, looking over the road at United and the type and quality of player that they've signed over the last however many years. And I don't know whether there's been that many that have been the quality that Manchester United should be signing. And I don't know whether Tielemans is that good a quality, really. And maybe that's reflected by the 35 million. I don't know. It's all about opinions, isn't it? But, you have to say United have not been that successful in recent seasons. And I do feel like that is the quality or non-quality that they've been bringing in. Spurs fan hoping that this season will be different for us with the transfer deals. Yeah, T Nash. If I was a Spurs fan, I'd be quite excited for the upcoming season because I do like your new manager and he's made some very good signings. But can you have a quick word with him and ask him to just up the bid and get the bid in for Cedinho? Because then we can go out and buy a new right winger. So the quicker you can do that, T Nash, the better. Tried and tested Premier League player. He is, Stevie. Yep, he is. He is. But I don't know whether Manchester United should be looking at winning the Premier League every season and winning the Champions League every season. They've got that much history. They should be doing that every season. Is a tried and tested Premier League player good for them? I would have thought Tielemans would have been a good signing for. Well, I won't say any teams because there are a variety of lads in the chat who support different. But I don't know whether Youri Tielemans is Manchester United quality. Yes, granted, he's got experience and he's a. I mean, he could prove me wrong. He could go on and win Premier League a Player of the Season, but who knows? It would have cost more, I think, with the prices that are going on at the moment. But 35 million was his release clause, right? Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's who knows? He might go and end up having a better season than Elliot Anderson. You just don't know, do you? Really? Well, I was hoping to get the season finished tonight, but I hadn't bargained for this. All of this button clicking, this is wasting so much time now. When do we play? The 15th of March, right? Okay. So another 5 days, Bristol City. Red James Sheffield might be going to Leeds. Very disappointing with that. Very disappointed indeed, Jay. Very disappointed. I watched his introduction signing on video, and he was so passionate about it. And he was basically saying, "This is my calling." Coming back to City and being the number one, and then bouncing on from there. This is my calling. And then Donnarumma came up for sale, and now it looks like he's going to Leeds. I feel so sorry for the lad. I mean, sometimes you have to hold your hands up and say, I am not very happy with my club for doing that. I'm not happy with them at all. I think they've shit on James Trafford from a great height, and I'm not happy with them at all. Emma Jones. Emma Jones? She's not the new keeper, is she? No. I'm worried to death this new keeper's going to get injured. Liverpool pre-season starts in about 30 minutes. I'll be watching if you're still live when it finishes. Or voice my opinions. It was so unlucky that you signed Donnarumma. Yeah, and I'm not convinced, that Donnarumma is a better keeper than James Trafford. I think James Trafford will turn into one of the best keepers in England, if not the best keeper. I think he's going to be an amazing keeper. If Leeds do get him, they've got something on the hands there. Donnarumma worries me. He really worries me. But once again, we shall see. I don't know. But I'm quite annoyed with my club for doing what they've done to James Trafford. I just don't think that's on at all. And it's weird, really, because I always think that my club is run in an impeccable way. I always think we're run really, really well, and that as it like reverses my decision. I can't get my head round if we run so well. Why did we go in for James Trafford, pay the money for him, promise him first team football, and then all of a sudden flip flop and go and sign Donnarumma? I know he came on the market like quickly and we had to jump. I know that. I realise that. But it's not normally how we do our business. I'm very disappointed in that. Very disappointed. I'm not happy with City for that. Not happy. I think we might be getting round to a game. Bristol City. We owe them one because they knocked us out of that cup, didn't they? Whereabouts are they anyway? They're in 4th place. So, interestingly, Sheffield United actually won a game as well while we were winning ours. So there's still 10 points in it. 19 and 9. What other keepers have you got? Would you need to get a backup, or is there someone coming to number 2? I think we will need a new number 2. We've got the lad from Chelsea, haven't we? That came in, but I think he's 3rd choice. I think we will need a backup, Jay. I think we will need a backup. Although we brought the lad, I don't know whether he's going back on loan again. We brought the lad in. He was out on loan somewhere, wasn't he? Where was that now? And he's meant to be amazing. Charles, is he called? Something Charles. But I don't know whether they're sending him out on loan again. I'm not sure. Pulse Maresca will last till December and then he's sacked. Okay. He struggled with consistency at Chelsea, even though there were a team full of really good players and talent. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say Maresca is. I'm not going to disagree with you at all because I don't know. Nobody does, do they, about Maresca? I mean, the stories that I've heard. I mean, for instance, so I've never liked Jamie Vardy. In fact, I hate him. I really never liked Jamie Vardy. But he did an interview, was it last week before? And in fact, I think he's done a few. So this thing came up about Maresca, and the interviewer said to him, "Who's the best manager that you've ever played for?" And he said, without a doubt, Maresca. He said he's so details. He makes you a better player. The tiny details that he focuses on. Maresca, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm like, bloody hell, I really don't like you, mate. But at the end of the day, you've come out there and said something about our new manager that's really positive. And the whole Chelsea thing, I think there's a lot goes on at Chelsea. There's a lot goes on that we don't know about. The hierarchy there is just, yeah. You have to be careful what you say about Chelsea because otherwise, it could be libelous, couldn't it? But I think there's strange things go on at Chelsea. So I don't know. We'll see. You could be right. You could be right. But I did say this before, it's going to be an interesting season because are we going to do a Manchester United after Alex Ferguson? Potentially we could very well do, Who knows? The 170 million for Rodgers is crazy. But the Maxon Snook out for 52 million from Crystal Palace. We were a great signing for Chelsea. I don't know much about this Lacroix. I'm not sure at all. I don't know much about him. Finally, I've been on an hour and 10 minutes and I've played one bloody game. Okay, I think we go with the same again, Same again. And Yep, let's give it a save. Let's go same again. Emma Jones is injured. She is. You're absolutely spot on there. Well spotted. Okay, so she's the backup striker. Who do we bring in? Who do we bring in? Let's bring Robotham in. Southampton, Tonda, although responsible for Spygate, is a very talented manager. Certainly one for the future. Right, okay. I don't know much about him either, Stuart. Okay, Bristol City Ladies. Let's see what we can do. I really don't like this kit, the blue shirts and red socks. I don't like it. Kits like that always remind me of, you know, if you get up late in the morning and you're fumbling around the dark for your socks, and you put the wrong socks on. It always reminds me of that. I don't like it at all. It looks weird. Let's just step it up to positive. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Have I managed a country yet? No, I don't. I'm no interest in doing that, Jay. No, I've never managed a country in Football Manager. No, I've no interest in doing it really. See, Jurgen Klopp's the new Germany manager, though. If Pep decides to go international management, he'll be up against Klopp again, won't he? Because Pep's going to manage a top team, isn't he? He'll. Although he has been approached by the Italian FA, hasn't he? And he's turned them down. Took Southampton from 21st to 4th in a few months, beat Arsenal and gave City a run for their money. From November onwards, attention to these is immaculate. Okay, fair dues. Fair dues. Tonda Eckert. What nationality is he then? If anybody has just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and having wanted to manage a ladies team in FM26, this is the first one. So are we going to score? Yes, we are. Megan Hornby scores again. So I decided to manage Portsmouth Ladies because it was going to be a bit of a challenge. A little did I know it was going to be a bit of a challenge, and then with bells on, because it's not been an easy season, this. But Megan Hornby there scored another goal. Nice finish. He's German. Right. Okay. I mean, are we going to make it 3 back-to-back wins here, or what? If there is anybody in the live stream who has not subscribed, I'd be very grateful if you would subscribe to my channel. Give it a like. Come in and say hello. Nobody bites. Well, I don't think they do. They've never bitten anybody while I've been in the room anyway. So he's facing a possible 6-month touchline ban for spy game. Right? Okay. Oh, Kinsey, that was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Go on. Right, we're bringing a bit of pressure on ourselves here. half time. And in a Newcastle 7, signed a Krupi from AFC Bournemouth. My striker, I'm in my second season. He's been a great signing for me. Strikers are always very hit and miss in Football Manager, aren't they? I find sometimes you sign a striker who should be very good, and then isn't. But it's like my Lulatano save. I signed a backup striker on loan in that one, and I wasn't really playing him because Paulino was doing a really good job up front. But then I decided to go to 2 strikers, and I think he scored a goal in every game he's played. And he doesn't look that great. Star rating's not amazing, but he can score goals. He's scored more goals than Paulino now. So he's not really one I would have gone out and said, right, as my main striker, you're my man. I only signed him as a backup because I was only playing 1 striker at the time. You never know, do you? You never know. I always find strikers a weird one, though. Go on, Primer. Ball forward now. Nice. So that's a red card, that, ref. That's a red card. Red card? No? Oh. There's no good saying stick it on somebody's head because nobody's tall enough. Just hit it. Ooh! What a goal from Tia Primer. What a goal that was. Oh my word. This should be on Match of the Day, this, so we can watch this 6 times. Get a load of that. What a beauty. Nice goal. Very nice goal. And I think they will do some update on the console for the summer transfer. Just wait until. No, there's no more updates now, Jay. They've done with FM26 now. No more updates. The next time we get anything remotely new will be FM27. Ella Rutherford, come on, 3-0. We're looking like 3 back-to-back wins here. I know, what a goal. Absolute screamer. Beauty goal. We're actually not looking too bad fitness-wise as well, which is a bit unusual. Right, let's make some changes. Okay, so Escort can come on as per usual for Primer. Johnson, Collins, Barker. So that's a slight problem with this 2 DMs malarkey, because I don't really have another DM. I mean, Dahu can play it, but she's not great in that position. Should we just do those 3? I mean, Shepherd's on Shepherd, Woolley. Shepherd's on a yellow. Is she injured? Is Woolley injured? Doesn't say. I had this in the Lolitano save before. Doesn't say she's injured. It looks like she's injured. Okay. Anybody else? Freeland? She can play out there. Let's do that. My God, this is title winning fun. Oh, God. You know, Stevie, I always think this. All you can do is go out and sign what you think are good players and set up a tactic and a formation that seems to work. You can do a few tweaks to the instructions and this, that, and the other. But as soon as you click that button, you're at the mercy of the AI. And you literally have no idea. Every time you click that button, you don't know whether you're going to win a game, lose a game, get a player sent off. I played a game with Lulatano before. We were 2-0 up. We had 2 goals disallowed on the trot. We hit the crossbar twice, so we should have been 5-0 up. And then the opposition got a goal back, so it ended 2-1. And you're like, oh my God, what's going on? On my Solanta Gordon to Manchester City, he turned down Real Madrid, did he really? Bloody hell. Right, okay, and we're going to give you a delighted, ladies. And why could we not play like this all season? Although I have to say, I have tweaked things. So maybe it's a tactical masterclass. It isn't, but I can always be hopeful, can't I? Well, let's give that a save. So, I mean, what I did was here, I basically, Primer was playing there anyway, but I had Shepherd playing up here. But I never play with wide midfielders, but I thought, you know what, let's make it symmetrical. And I put Shepherd here, made her a wide midfielder. And then Rutherford was playing as a shadow striker. I made her a channel midfielder. And then I put the playmaker back here and put these two together. And it seems to be working. I don't know whether Wilding coming back as well has made a big difference. And I tell you what, you know, Ingram, since she's come in, has she conceded a goal? She has conceded one, I think, hasn't she? She's made 2 appearances, conceded 1 and 1 clean sheet. She's on a 7. Yeah, well, to the new goalkeeper. Nothing to do with you. You're perfectly right there, Stevie. Yeah, it's nothing to do with me. It's the new goalkeeper. And by the way, she's 21 now. So that's made a big difference. She was 21 on the 15th of... In fact, it's her birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Shall we get her a cake and stick a few candles in it? The secret is consistent tinkering inside a game and in between games. AI doesn't have time to adapt, but that's playing FM like a simple video game, which it isn't. Hiya, Mike. How are you doing? Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong there, Mike. I always have that philosophy that if you go on like 2 or 3 games and you're not doing particularly well, change it. Change it straight away. Do something different. I mean, you might want to go. Lelujo does that all of the time. He's, Lelujo was my teacher for a good while. I learned a lot of stuff from Lelujo. But I play the game differently to the way I like to be a lot more involved than he is, because he lets his assistant manager choose teams and benches and whatever. But he does that a lot. He'll be playing something, and then if it's not working, he'll change it quickly. Just do something different. But it is what it is. Okay, let's have a look. 3-0 victory. Very nice indeed. And we have moved up the league. We are in 7th place now. So we're looking upwards now. I would love if FM the console did an offline mode so I could do a save and I could play against my son as well. We could do a team and see who does the best. It's a shame it's only a 1-player game. Yeah, I don't know about that, Jay. I've never really done that, so I don't know whether that's possible or not. The injured striker curse worked in my favour earlier. Had to play my strike with an injury. Bags a hat-trick and an assist. Oh, yeah. Do a team each. Yeah. I'm not sure. Can you not do that then, Jay? Is that not possible? Yeah, so Stuart's saying there's an online section. I mean, I don't know about the console, but I mean, if you watch Lulu, Joe, and Jack and Ben, they do the streamer showdown, don't they? So they do it. So surely it's available in console. It's got to be. Right, next game is Let's Not Get Carried Away. Oh, look at all these shiny green dots. Yeah, no, 3 of them were friendlies, but disregard that. Shiny green dots. Sunderland next. Where are Sunderland? They're 5th. Right, let's not get carried away because I meant to see what date it was. I think all the games now will be 7 days in between. Yeah, 7 days. You can't do that. Oh, can you not? Right, okay. Yeah, it would be great to do a team each. Now, Joe does a good job of pretending he's semi-clueless about the game and doesn't, but he does. Yeah, I've often wondered that, Mike. I've often wondered that because if you follow any of his saves and you watch it intensely, you can see there's a lot of things that he leaves out. He doesn't show you. And I do wonder if he's got like a little magic touches that he does that he doesn't let people know about because, I mean, generally he doesn't win it all of the time, but he's very good at the streamer showdown and he's playing some very, very good players there. And more often than not, he'll win that. So he's obviously got something in there. But then, letting your assistant manager pick your team and your bench. It's and the other when he does that, I'm thinking, but do you not want to get a bit more involved in the game than that? Because it's what makes the game interesting, isn't it? Really. He's a very good presenter, though, Lulu Joe. I was watching one of his videos yesterday, and he's still getting decent viewing numbers. But he's very, very good at what he does. Very good presenter, very good talker. Yeah, he's definitely got what it takes to be a YouTuber. There's no doubt about it. But he's very clever with it as well, Lulu Joe, because he's got his Lego channel as well now, hasn't he? That he's doing very, very well for him. So I think when he saw how bad FM26 was, his mind started working and thinking, right, I cannot rely on this to make me bring an income in. So I need to do something else. And that's when he started the what's it called? Brick Party? No, Block Party. Block Party is other channel's called. Which I'm quite surprised he'd been allowed to get away with, really, because there used to be a band called Block Party, wasn't there? I mean, maybe they're not going anymore. I don't know. Who is your all-time favourite Man City player? Well, that's a good one, that, isn't it? I mean, we've had so many. I remember when we signed Trevor Francis, and I remember I was stood at the back of the main stand for whatever reason, and there was like a big barrier. I remember standing there and looking over the barrier, and Trevor Francis, and he got the ball on the right hand side, and he like beat three players with ease and stuck the ball in the bottom corner. And I'm like, oh my God, who have we just signed here? I'd never seen anything like it. It was bloody amazing. There's been a lot of players down the years. I mean, in my heart, I would say Mike Summerby. Mike Summerby for me was just, he was such a, you were going back now to when you could relate to a player. I had pictures of him on my bedroom wall: Colin Bell, Francis Lee, Nelly Young. But Mike Summerby was such a relatable player. He had a shop in Manchester Town Centre that sold. Well, I don't know whether he manufactured them, but he sold high class shirts and stuff like that. And but of course, he still goes to City games now. But other than that, I mean, recently you've got to be looking at Kevin De Bruyne, haven't you? Kevin De Bruyne was just off the scale good. He was amazing. Ederson, I loved Ederson in goal. Thought he was fantastic. I mean, I don't know whether I could actually give a favourite player, but Mike Summerby from the old days, I would definitely say Mike Summerby. And another player who came into the team as well, Ken Barnes' son, Peter Barnes. So when he came into the team down that wing, he was just. I was gutted when he went to United, absolutely gutted. But he was amazing down on that wing. He was brilliant, brilliant player. But I remember seeing it. I went to a youth team game one day, and I saw this young kid in midfield, and he was spraying the ball about all over there, and he looked amazing. And but you never know about youth team players. Anyway, it was Gary Owen, and of course he came into the first team, and then was a great player for us. There's been lots down the years, hasn't there? Really. Okay, so Newcastle have just beaten Crystal Palace there. If they ever make a Lego Football Manager, he's going to be in heaven. Yeah. Oh, the answer is obvious. Julian Lescott. Oh my God. Just got promoted. Well done. As much as I hate Manchester City, Kevin De Bruyne was amazing. His passing was world class. Kevin De Bruyne was he was off the scale, amazing. Kevin De Bruyne. You know, when Haaland first came into the team, he had that telepathy, didn't he? That those balls he used to swing and bend round for Haaland to run onto. It was a joy to watch. Absolute joy to watch. I've got high hopes for Elliot Anderson, though. I mean, the jury is out at the moment, but I have a feeling in my water that Elliot Anderson is going to become a very, very, very good and important player for us. Okay, we're playing Sunderland now. No reason to change the team. Right, so we've got a lot of players now: Barker, Shepherd, Collins, Escort, Younger, all looking at their options at the end of the contract. So that's not great, is it really? Shepherd is disappointing, because I do like Lucy Shepherd. All too fair, she is only, well, I mean, maybe, I don't know. Okay, let's give that a save, and let's get into the game. I was like Rubinho. He wasn't consistent. I remember when we signed Rubinho, and my daughter split up with her partner, and she said to me, because I was living on my own at the time, my son had moved out, and she said, "Dad, do you fancy like house sharing?" And obviously, like my granddaughter was only a baby at the time, So anyway, we rented this house, and then when we played Chelsea, and anyway, I was watching the game, and Robinho scored an absolute screamer against Chelsea, and at the time, Chelsea were like here, and we weren't that great. And I absolutely let out the biggest bloody scream in my life and frightened my granddaughter to death. I mean, they're all used to it now. In fact, they scream even louder than I do, but I scared her to death. She's 20 in a few weeks' time, but yeah. Right, let's go to the match. King Clancy got you off your seat. Yeah, I mean, yeah, what's Jason? I used to hate Sean Goater, always scored against us. Remember? Oh, I used to feed the goat and he will score. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, King Clancy, very, very good player. De Bruyne's the best player I've seen live. You beat us 7-0 in the FA Cup. We thought you'd put some kids up, but when we saw the team sheet, we knew it'd be a battering. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne was some player. Some player. But careers have to come to an end and you have to find the next one, don't you? I mean, Yaya Toure, there's another one. I loved Yaya Toure. Watching him just maraud down the middle of a park and players bouncing off him was just incredible. I loved Yaya Toure. Absolutely fantastic player. All in all, Yaya Toure is my favourite midfielder, so he gets my vote. But from a contributor standpoint, Guerrero and company. Yeah, Vincent Company was just incredible. But I mean, Sergio Aguero, for that 93-20 goal, I suppose he should get the vote, shouldn't he? Really, but I mean, I'm old enough to remember the likes of Colin Bell and Mike Summerby, Francis Lee, and I always had Mike Summerby was my favourite player when I was younger. Of course, we had his son, didn't we, as well, Nicky Summerby. Yeah, Torre was quality. David Silva as well. There's been a lot of them in the last 10 years. There's been a lot of them, haven't there? And I mean that's why it's such a difficult pick. There is a reason why we won so many trophies because we've had some absolutely tremendous players. So I mean, unsung players like Pablo Zabaleta. They still sing his name now. At the Etihad. Pablo Zabaleta, very unsung, but I mean, he threw his head in places that you should never. Every other game, he had a bloody bandage on his head. What's going on here all of a sudden? I mean, apart from the finishing, we're knocking the ball about like with Brazil. Yaya Toure played a season here for Olympiacos. Everyone in Greece was wondering how the heck is this guy playing in Greece. I mean, he's managing now, isn't he? I saw an interview with him a few weeks ago, and he said, "I'm ready for my first big management role," and he's in management now. I can see Yaya Toure going a long way in management. I really can. Poor. Imagine a midfielder with Toure and Patrick Vieira in their prime. I know. Very well done from Ingram there. The young kid's doing well again. I'm just going to give him a demand more. You need to just sharpen your shooting up. We've had the chances, but the ball's just not hitting the back of the net, is it? If anybody has joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. And it has been a very tough save, this one. But at the moment, we do seem to be turning it round, or maybe it's early doors to say that. I'm going to give them a disappointed because given the last 3 games, the 3 wins that we've had, that is a pretty disappointing result. But anyway, let's well, it's not a result, is it? It's a scoreline. Come on, let's go attacking. We are at home and all said and done. 9 shots, 4 on target. One of my centre backs is tiring. Shepherd is tiring as well. Right, we're getting a few tired legs now. Let's have a look. Okay, yes, Court can come on that side. Woolley on that side. We'll push it a little bit further forward. You don't like playing a wide midfielder. Barker and Kensett. She's injured, so we can't do that. And I don't even know if Robotham can't play there. Okay, let's bring Bull on then. That's 3 changes. On a centre back, let's bring Peacock on. That'll do. 4 changes. Hornby's looking very tired as well. I think this game is probably due to tiredness. When you had Michael Johnson, he was highly rated at the time he came through your academy. The real question is who is your favourite Manchester United player of all time? Nobody needs to mention Micah Richards, Mike, because Micah Richards mentions himself an awful lot. Manchester United player. Do I have to answer that question? I mean, taking my blue tinted specs off, we're actually going out to a 0-0 here, so that's not ideal. We've got to be disappointed with that. When they had Koppel and what was the other geezer on the other wing? When they had them two, that period where they had them 2 wingers on. What was it? What was he called? Can't think what it was called. Those 2 wingers were very effective. The thing about it is, you see, is that the only time I ever watch United, and the only time I've ever watched United, is when City have played them. I don't watch Liverpool. I don't watch United. Wish you could have seen George Best live. Giggs, that, yeah. So he on the left wing. Is that what I just said? Giggs was Giggs, wasn't it? Yeah, like I say, I don't watch United and Liverpool. It doesn't really interest me, if I'm honest. Sunderland hold out for a draw. I think that was down to tiredness. I think that my team were looking pretty shattered there. So we're playing again in 6 days' time. Right, let's give the players some time off then. I'm going to give them 4 days off, I think. Roy Keane, closely followed by Ryan Giggs. Dennis Law would be your favourite. He's good for you. got us relegated. I bloody hate Roy Keane. I don't like Roy Keane, I must admit. Yeah, I felt sorry for Dennis Law that day. I felt really sorry for him. That can't have been a nice moment. He obviously had to put the ball in the back of the net because of the shirt that he was wearing, but he knew that that was going to be a nail in the coffin of the club that he'd had his glory years with. I felt very sorry for Dennis Law that day. I always quite liked Dennis Law. I bloody hate Roy Keane. How many games left now? I think have we played 3? We have played 3, haven't we? Yeah, there's 4 to play. So we're playing Sheffield United next. So winning that one, more or less, I think would relegate them. And then we're playing Charlton. Sheffield United and Charlton. Let's have a look. So we're playing the bottom 2 teams now. And we have pulled well away from Sheffield United now. I think we're pretty safe now. I don't think we need to worry too much. Clubs in England set to release youth players. All right, bear with me while I go through these. Attacking mid. Potentially doing leading FA Women's North South. Potentially W's. Right, okay then. She was at City. Right, let's add her to the shortlist. Eve O'Carroll. Maddie Oliver. Centre mid. Amelia Lydiot. Goalkeeper. Alex Hall, 5'6" centre back. No, thank you. Amy Robbins, right back. Quick, 5'4". Only 19. Very aggressive. Let's give her a scout. Amy Robinson. Molly Weaver. Quite quick as well. 18 years old. Right winger. Let's give her a scout. Molly Weaver. Shania Sood. Shania Sood. Very determined. Natural fitness of 17. And Ella Smith. Let's give her a scout as well. I'll win this game and you're safe, yeah. Seems like a decent, funny bloke in his TV duties. Probably mellowed down a bit. Oh, he's definitely mellowed down, Mike. If you watch the overlap, he actually can be quite funny on that. So he's definitely mellowed down a lot. What do I think of Joey Barton? I'd pay to watch a Joey Barton versus Roy Keane fight. Oh my God. Promotion beckons for Newcastle. Let's hope that's us in next season. Yeah, so there's, what is there in there? There's 14, is that? 14 points in it. It's the 14 points. Yeah, the 14 points in it. We're actually safe already, aren't we? Because there's only 12 points to play for. We're safe already. Right, Johnson is injured. Okay. Is Milner back in yet? Yes. Milner's back in. That Erebor, she's worried about her situation. I mean, she might want to think about being a goalkeeper and what goalkeepers do, and the fact that goalkeepers can actually use their hands to catch a ball rather than whinging about whether she's in the team or not. What a joke. I mean, hopefully her contract's up. I'm guessing it is. Yeah, thank God for that. I mean, Gray won't be staying either. Yep, her contract's up. Jessica Gray, she won't be staying either. I've been quite impressed with this Ingham, though, since she's come in. She's done all right. She could definitely be backup goalkeeper next season. Right, let's go into this game. 4 days rest, so we'd expect a little bit more of a... Kinza is ineligible, is she? Right, okay. Right, we're going to have to play Dahu there. I don't really want to do, but... Oh, for God's sake, Kinza. Right, who can we bring in? Nixon. Will do. Are we all right now? Thank you. Right. Carney 2, David Olsen and Real Madrid are working on a Rodri signing. Don't think Manchester City will let him go, though. So, Ornstein's got involved now, has he? You don't think City will let him go? I mean, if City are not going to let him go, then they must be confident of him signing a new contract. Because why would you not get some money for him? Unless you're thinking, right, it's Maresca's first season. We need some stability. Let's keep Rodri for a season. Hope we win some silverware. And then he can go on a free next summer. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes you'd love to be a fly on the wall, wouldn't you, in the boardroom, to just know what exactly is going on. I'd love to know what the thought process is on Rodri at the moment. Right, can we... Oh, we've given the ball away there. And the two midfielders you would expect not to do that would be Barker. Dahu, yeah. Barker, no. I mean, where was our back line there? Gordon Bennett. Nice throw. Keep the ball in. Come on, girls. We've stopped knocking the ball about. What's going on here? Barker's given the ball away now again. That's twice. And then we've given the ball away again. This is Sheffield United, girls. It's Sheffield United who've been absolutely abysmal all season. What are we hoofing the ball around for? Right, come on, put your foot on the ball and just find a blue shirt. Oh, we're hoofing it now, are we? Great. I mean, this passage of play is awful. Okay, there's nobody up though. You're going to have to play that back or inside or something. Get in the box. Right, now we can make a move. Ooh! I take it all back. What a strike. Is this a thing then in women's football? Is this coded in? Because you don't really see very much of that in men's football. Is this coded into women's football? Because we're doing it as well now. Look at this from Rutherford. Outside the penalty area, wallop. Get a load of that. So, I mean, is this because the goalkeepers in women's football are a bit shorter? There's a lot of shots going to beat that. Is that coded in then? I mean, that was a very nice goal, whatever. I'm trying to analyse it here. And if you have joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026. And I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. And if you are thinking about playing the game, I think Pulse in the chat said that it's available free on the PS5. I don't know whether that applies to the Xbox as well, but it's certainly a game that never ends. And if you're interested in football, then it's a game that you can pick up for nothing, I think, at the moment. The new game comes out in November, FM27. We are expecting great things from that, but whether we'll get that or not, I don't know. But is anybody in the live stream who's not subscribed to my channel? If you could subscribe, that would help the channel greatly. Give the video a like. Come in and say hello. Lafayette. That's a cracking name, isn't it? Lafayette. Crunch. Are we going to get a player sent off here? I might have to take over a women's team and encourage them to take long shots. Well, having watched some women's football in the past couple of years, it happens often. The most obvious difference in skill between the men and the women are the goalkeepers. Right, okay. Right, okay, so Barker's been an absolute nightmare in this game. She's given the ball away at least twice, and now she's got herself sent off. So we're already missing, is it what's she called? Kinzet. Kinzet can't play because she's on loan. So we are struggling a little bit. Right, Rutherford can play further back, can't she? So let's play Rutherford further back. What position is she playing? Channel midfielder. Runs into chat. I don't want to run in anywhere. Can we ask her to forward runs, make fewer. Okay, I think we'll leave it at that. What are we on? 51 minutes. Right, let's confirm that. So that's going to give... Oh, we're not going to get to see it. Right, okay, fine. Oh God, what's going on? What's going on? Right, mine back on the job. Let's have a look. Okay, I'm at the usual changes. S-hook, come on that side. And bolt on there. And Dahu is looking very tired now. Let's put Peacock in there. She's a centre-back, but... Peacock, Rutherford, Hornby, Shepherd. Oh, God. Right, okay. I must remember when the game's finished to make sure that that is sorted out. God, it infuriates me. Why has that got changed round? There's no reason for that to be changed round. I must remember at the end of this game to change that centre-back thing round. Must remember. It's so infuriating. If I don't keep talking about it now, I'll forget to do it again. So I've got my centre-backs doing that in and out of possession. Oh my God, I wish they'd take it out of the game. It's driving me absolutely potty. Can we get the second here, girls? Because I'm a little bit on 10... Ooh, crossbar. Right, let's make some more changes. I think what we might do is we might drop into this actually. Shepherd, Escort. Yeah, Rutherford can drop in there. Hold on a minute. How many changes have we made here? I'm quite distracted here at the moment. I don't like my phone going off when I'm doing this. Collins on there. We don't have another centre-back, do we? I have to say, I'm surprised this team has done quite as well as it's done in the last few matches, because it's very imbalanced, this team. It's very, very imbalanced. I'm not impressed at all. Did I not put Escort there? I'm sure I did. And Shepherd on the right-hand side. Yeah, Woolley can come on there. Right, let's just check that now. Woolley in there. Rutherford drops back there. Hornby, Bull, Collins. Yes, right, okay. Right, we need to hold on for 10 minutes now. Can we get a 1-0 out of this? It's been a very, very even game, this, and much more even than I thought it was going to be. I mean, even as bad as we are, I thought we'd have absolutely battered Sheffield United. 4 minutes of time added on. Can we sneak this? This is a little bit... I kind of expected to win this handsomely, and we've not done. We'll give them a please for that. Okay, is it 2 games left now? I thought that was my phone. Yeah, my kids go they go mad at me for my ring. I have different ringtones for everything basically, and my kids go absolutely mental with me. And I have them loud as well because my hearing's not that great. So I have a big screen phone because my eyesight's not great, and I have everything turned up because my hearing's not great. I'm a proper old man. Let's get the violins out. Right, let's give that a save. So would that, as that send Sheffield United down? Oh no, there's the 3 games to play, 22. No, there's 3 games still to play. 9. Yeah, they can still drag themselves out of it, but I don't think they are going to do. No, we got Charlton, Forest and Palace to play now. Barker is banned for 1 match. Right, let's do the old... oh, hang about. How long is there between this and the next game? There is 4th of April. Right, let's do the same again. I mean, we are safe now, but I'd like to get a little bit of momentum going. Whoops, wrong. We'll just do 3 days. You're safe from bottom now. Just need to focus on the future. Yeah. I just want the budgets now. The budgets are going to be very, very important. It sounded like my house phone. Right, it's my daughter. My daughter's messaging me. Right, okay. Let's move on. I'll put some rest periods in, didn't I? What have I been on? So it's only about 9:30 then, is it? Is it 9:30? Oh yeah. We'll easily get these last 3 games in. Budgets are the big thing now. We need the budgets for next season. That is going to be the big one. Budgets for next season. Player of the week, Danielle Carter. 14k, Bristol City, 32 years old. Right, we can start looking at a few of these now. Now we're confident. I must admit, it's I've always had a philosophy in Football Manager of not signing any players older than 28. And it's taken me a long time to get out of that mindset. I look at a player and like 30, 31, I'm like, no, too old. But I have got to learn that in Football Manager, even 37, 38-year-olds can still run around the pitch like a spring chicken. So I really have to get myself out of that mindset. Portsmouth could part with Primer. Yeah, I mean, there's no point though. I think oh no, she's not looking at her options. Oh, we're actually safe now though, aren't we? What's she on at the moment? 370. She wants 500. What would you like them to add to the next game on the console that could be improved? The scouting, not scouting, the staffing. Without a shadow of a doubt, the staffing needs to be much more comprehensive because you see, we all play the game in different ways, and the things I love about the game are the transfer windows. I loved getting my scouts and my coaches and my my medical team. I loved getting them all the best that I could do. And I prided myself on having like the best staffing in the league when I was in, whatever league I was in. It's very Mickey Mouse in console. If that could be improved, then that would be great. I mean, the transfer system needs overhauling completely because the transfer system, in my opinion, is broken. But whether they'll ever fix that, I think because Sports Interactive are producing a computer game, things like the transfer market will always be there because it's what I call curveballs and levels of difficulty. They have to put things in like that because that's what's expected in a computer game. Computer games are not meant to be, not necessarily easy, but you expect to get bosses that are difficult and take a lot of trying to get round them and working out the tactics to beat a boss. And that's what they're doing with the transfer window. This whole sell a player, they want humongous money. Sell a player, you get peanuts. Buy a player, they want humongous money. And, you try to move players out, they won't let you. Try and put a player on the transfer market for £1. You're thinking, yeah, they'll go. No, you won't go for £1. And it all needs fixing, but I don't think they will because I think that's part of Sports Interactive's mentality that it's a computer game and that's there as one of the bosses in the game. I like signing older players that Inter Milan treble inspired me to look at older players, which is a great documentary on YouTube. Yeah, well, I'm having to change my philosophy, Stuart. I'm having to change my philosophy completely. Right, we've offered Tia Primer a new contract. So the club is got 31k in the bank. Right, okay. We are 875 over the transfer. Right, okay, the wage budget. That's fine. Right, let's just go in here now. Let's have a look. So Annie Wilding is obviously a very, very good player. I mean, if they're going to put a block on at a stage, I think I've already offered Cone a new contract. I have. Tia Primer, I've just offered. Megan Hornby, 25. She's looking at her options, so she's more than likely. No. Okay. 100% agree with the scouting system. Yeah, it's yeah, the staffing. I'd love the staffing to be much more comprehensive. Instead of just having because I love the transfer window. I want to be able to say, right, I've got a chief scout and then four other scouts, and I can send them places and do my own scouting rather than just saying to a chief scout, well, I'm looking for a right back who can do this, this, and that. Well, he can't even do that, can you? Really? I'm looking for a right back. Okay. Um, that invisibly, depending on the star rating of your chief scout, invisibly there may be no scouts under them or 4 or 5 scouts under them. If they're a 4 or 5 star chief scout, they'll probably have 4 or 5. But they're invisible; you can't see them. But you don't know that, so nothing's ever written, so you can't see it. So I would love that to be done, but I would love them to sort the transfer market out. I mean, I don't expect it to be easy, but it's just like every single time it's the same story all of the time. Right, so there's no point looking at Lucy Shepherd then, because she's not going to. Tia Primer I've offered. Ella Rutherford. Megan Hornby's looking at her options. Let's just do it by ability. Sophie Parker's looking at it. So Hannah Cohn, I've already given her a new contract. Primer we've done. Hornby won't. Annie Wilding. Right, okay, she's not looking at her options. Let's offer her a new contract. She's on what, 370? She wants 575. Right, so that's Annie Wilding. Maddie North. Oh, Wilding, we had on till 2027 anyway. Oh, come on, sort yourself out. What you doing? I wouldn't mind that Ella Kinsett at all. I think she's been a very good player for us, but 95k is a bit rich. When does her contract run out? Oh, it expires in 89 days. Right, we can't make an offer yet. Um, right, okay, I think I've got everybody there. Signing a 39-year-old Sergio Ramos. So one of my says he was my penalty taker because he was one of the best penalty takers I had at the club. Not bad for a free agent, even at 39. No, exactly. Right, I've got some scout reports in here. At this rate, we're not going to get these 3 games in, are we? Right. Okay, what's she? 2.5 star with 5-star potential. Scarlett Kagalawa. Left back. Playing in Chelsea reserves. 19 years old. Yeah. I just need the budgets in, really. I need the budgets. Okay, left back, yeah. Amy Robinson. Doesn't look so great. Molly Weaver. Mm. Hmm. So she's getting an A, this Scarlett. So I've got, at the moment, I've got Johnson, but Milner's on loan. How does she compare to Milner? Evie Milner. So look. I mean, defending, Milner is a better player, but then mentally, Kagalwala is a better player. I better get her for quite cheap money as well. Is Johnson? Um, Johnson? Where's Johnson? So she's 24. Right, well, I don't necessarily need to jump now, do I? I kind of made that mistake on Lulatano save. Hmm. Right. Right, let's get these three players in. Let's get these three games in, I should say, and let's get the whatsits in. I mean, to be fair, with 31k in the bank, and we've not lost too much this season, I would imagine that the budget should be okay. Oh, what a surprise! That's something that needs fixing as well. Barker handed a further 2-match ban. What a surprise! Okay, so we've lost Barker again. Can Peacock play DM? No, he can't. Oh, here we go. I forgot. I took my eye off the ball. Which way round are they? So he's right-footed, very strong. North, left-footed, very strong. Right, okay. So they need to be changed over out of possession. Very nearly forgot to do that then. Very nearly forgot to do it. Um, oh, Kinzit's back, isn't she? Kinzit can play. Well, I wouldn't have her as the DLP really. We might have to change those around. What footed is she? She's reasonable on the left. Kinzit. Oops. Kinzit is reasonable on the left. Right, okay then. Right, well, let's have Kinzit as the... see, she's not good as a playmaker. Sod it. We'll just leave it. Primer, Shepherd, Rutherford, Hornby. Right, anybody in here now who needs to be moved up? Right, okay. Right, well, other than a bit of momentum now, we're actually safe, so I'm not going to get the sack. I mean, this is a winnable game as well because Charlton are next to the bottom. I mean, they're not going to get relegated, I don't think now, but that Somerville is leaving West Ham, going to Saudi. If anybody has just joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. And what started off as a really looked an impossible task to keep them up, miracle of miracles, we are staying up now in WSL2. So the object now for next season is to, I don't know about promotion, but we need to do a lot better. Needless to say, we need to do a lot better. Nice header from Primer though. Nice goal. I feel like the bigger teams are overpowered on the game as well. There is never really many shocks. Oh, you can't get the ball. No, once they score, once they have fun, normally happens. So we will say that we're pleased. Everybody's looking all right. If I can tie these good players down to stay with us for next season and add a little bit of quality as well. The DM situation needs sorting out. I'd like to bring that Kinza in, but 95k is very rich, although she's out of contract at the end of the season, so might be worth keeping an eye on her. I'm guessing they'll probably give her a new contract, but I thought we were set to play the ball short. I've seen her do that twice now. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt there and say that her positioning put the striker off. Good save. Well, she might only be 5'7", but she's done all right, hasn't she? Although she's not had any balls wellied at her. Right, hold on a minute. What's going on here with the where are we? What am I looking for here? Shot goalkeeper distribution. Okay. Right, okay. So make the usual changes. Who comes on? Johnson on that side. Johnson should actually. Is she injured, Johnson? She's not on the bench, is she? I'm going to bring Peacock in again there. I know she's a centre back, but this team, like I say, is very imbalanced. Not happy with it at all. Woolley can come on there. And I think, so we've got Milner. Right, let's bring Collins on there. She can play there. I finished fifth in my first season with Newcastle, but I lost 5 down to Man City, and Haaland scored 4 goals. Rutherford scored the second. Just could not handle him. They did the double on me and beat me in the cup as well. Haaland is a pain in the arse in Football Manager. Nice. Could this decent run you're on be down to the Red Sox? It could be anything, Stevie. I'm not ruling anything out at all. It could be the Red Sox. I mean, I've put a complaint in about it. I might have to withdraw it because now you've said that, it could exactly be that. Oh, Ingham, you've let yourself down. You've done so well up to now. Oh, she's upset as well. Oh, what a shame. Right, let's drop into the other tactic. Peacock for Rutherford. I think I've got one more change to make as well, haven't I? Hold on a minute. What's going on here? Rutherford. Woolley. Escort. Drop her back in there. Robotham can come on there. Just try and tighten us up in midfield. Escort. Kins at Peacock. Right, okay, right. Okay, can we hold on here? I mean, a goal here would be very nice. We're not running for that one then. Have we given up? What's going on? Ten minutes left. Come on, can we get a 2-1 out of this? I mean, we should be beating, as bad as we've been, we should be beating Sheffield United and Charlton. They're as bad as we've been, they've been absolutely abysmal. We've got it, we've done it. Right, okay, we can be delighted about that one. The Red Sox to a Man City fan. It just looks weird. I don't like it at all. I don't like the Manchester, in real life, I don't like the Manchester City women's kit because they wear the blue shirt, fine, but then they wear dark blue shorts. It doesn't look right at all. It looks weird. Right, okay. I mean, is this going to push us up into an even better position or what? We're actually in 6th now. So that's pushed us up even more Although Notts Forest has still got to play yet. Oh, they can't catch us. They can't catch us. So we could even finish fifth here, depending on how the last two games go. But we have Palace is one of them. And who is the other one? Oh, Forest. So we've got Forest at home next, and then we got Palace away. Right. 26th of April. Right. Okay. 11th. Cardiff Mets. And the 18th. Leafield. Top half would be crazy after the first half of the season you had. I had my head in my hands, Stevie. I had my head in my hands. I mean, just look at this here and then look at this here. I mean, we literally have been awful. But sometimes, you know, I mean, I watch quite a few content creators who, you know, go on about tactics and formations and tweaks, and you know, they claim that, oh, I've made this change and that's made the difference. I don't know what the difference is here. I've made a few tweaks and a few changes, but I can't claim any credit for it. I literally don't know what the difference is. I mean, some of those games there that we've won, we were knocking the ball about like Barcelona. I mean, we couldn't kick a ball straight earlier on in the season. Yeah, no, Stuart. I'd love to take credit for it. I really would, but that would be a bit silly because yeah, that would be a bit silly. But you know, we'll take anything that's given to us. We'll take it. The friendlies teams accept. Why is the Leafield friendly being cancelled? Why is the Leafield friendly being cancelled? Oh, why can't I, what? Why can't I put any friendlies in there? It's the trouble, isn't it? You start the evening and you say, "Oh right, we'll get all of these 7 games played," and then things get thrown at you. You've got bloody international breaks and stuff. Oh, Newcastle have been promoted. I wonder who's coming down. Portsmouth announced a new intake of youth players. This might be interesting. What they like? One elite prospect. We like it. Who's that then? Lois Caldecott, a defensive midfielder, even. How old's she? Oh, she's only 15. That's a shame. Top prospects. Oh, well. It's better to have a good intake than a bad intake. Sometimes small tweaks is all it takes. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty well known for tinkering. If things are not going right, I will change things. And I mean, I think Phil made a video ages ago, and his advice was don't change things, don't tinker with it, leave it as it is. But I'm thinking, well, yeah, but if I do that and we keep on losing, then I'm going to lose my job. Uh, can I arrange that friendly yet? Then what's going on here? Why are they blanking it out so I can't do it? Oh, I can do it now. Right, so Leafield didn't want to do it. Okay, let's choose Real Bedford then. Is it Real Bedford or Real Bedford? Right, they've accepted that. That's okay. Let's get some friendlies in there. Keep them all on the toes. Let's give that a save as well while we're at it. If anybody has joined the live stream, we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I'm managing Portsmouth Ladies. I play the game on the PS5, and I also play with a keyboard and mouse. I do find it a lot easier to play with a keyboard and mouse rather than the controller. Ella Smith. Shortlist for her. Yeah, I think we need to get the budgets in first. I like to know how much I've got to spend. So we've still got 2 games to play. We should get both of those in, I think. I'm not going to do any transfers tonight because until I've got my budgets, I'm not really. So what are we looking at the moment then? Let's just have a look. So we're currently spending with 15k on wages, although we are 1k over. No transfer budget at all. So got to keep that in mind. 15k, but we are 1k over. We have dropped to 17k in the bank as well, unfortunately. Currently doing an intercity save in the lower regions of Spain. That Nigerian goalkeeper that we've got, she's been given another Nigerian call-up. I mean, maybe I should give her another try. If she's been called up for Nigeria, then she can't be that bloody bad. Maybe I just picked a bad game for her. Well, I'd like to win this Forest game. I don't think we'll beat Palace. But then anything's possible because we're beating Newcastle. Yeah, it's got to be Real, hasn't it? It can't be real. It's got to be Real. Real Bedford. Well, it's weird that last live stream that I did, we lost virtually every game, and it was head in hands time. And just that very last game, I worked my socks off in game. I was changing things, moving things round, and we managed to get the 3-2 win. And then we've not looked back, have we? That's not too bad because I've got Woolley who can play over there. So I'm going to quick look at the Women's Super League here. So it looks like Leicester. There's only one relegated. So it looks like Leicester are coming down. Yes, they are. Spurs and West Ham looking very poor. Chelsea look like, well, I mean, Chelsea, it could go either way, couldn't it, really? Okay, Forest home game coming up. So as it stands at the moment, we could actually overtake Ipswich. We could finish in 5th place. I think the fact that we've got Palace last game of the season could be but a 6th place finish, would be amazing. That's beyond my wildest dreams if we can get a 6th place finish. Okay, Shepherd is out, but we can bring Woolley in there. But Woolley can't play there, so she'll have to move a bit further forward. I mean, I do wonder whether that wide midfielder has made some of the difference. Let's bring Johnson back over there. We have sorted this centre-back situation out now, haven't we? It's the defensive midfield position that's a problem now. Is Barker still suspended? Yeah. Okay. Right, so Kins over there then. Wilford, Woolley, Primer, Hornby. Right, okay. Let's bring Milner on there. Right, let's give that a save. Let's go and see if we can beat Notts Forest. Oh, bloody hell, I'm not complaining, but I've just lost to Bournemouth in the FA Cup and my game crashed the second it finished. It looks like that's not getting fixed. Jay says, so what happens when a Manchester United fan comes in at your stream? You start winning. Yeah, I've not had a crash now for weeks. But I don't know. I mean, we've got a little bit too wrapped up in that, haven't we? I think we have anyway, because it crashed so much at the beginning. We're kind of looking towards that now all of the time, and if it crashes, it's like, oh, it's a crap game. But then one of the other games I played, I can't remember, was it? It was Assassin's Creed Shadows. That crashed on me. You know, I mean, that's a top game, and that crashed on me. So, I mean, Avatar hasn't yet, but I'm not saying it won't do. I mean, I think it's the thing about Football Manager is that's a nice goal from Woolley. The thing about Football Manager is that we do play it an awful lot, don't we? I mean, I play I play this more than I play any other computer game. I mean, I'm on it practically every day of the week. Um, so the percentage chance of it crashing is going to be quite high, isn't it? I mean, like Avatar, I'll maybe go on that, what, three, four times a week tops. Whereas this, I'm probably on a good 7 days a week. Sometimes I go on it more than once. And then when I'm in a transfer a window, I'm on for hours and hours and hours. So need to get a few bums on seats, don't we, really, to get a bit of money in. I mean, we are playing at, is it Fratton Park? Do they still play at Fratton Park, Portsmouth, or did they move to a new ground? I think they moved to a new ground, didn't they? Poor. Um, I did find another new game to play. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Mike. I'm playing Avatar, which is very, very good, by the way. Very, very good game. Love the mechanics in it. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm quite looking forward to getting the 007 one. I'll probably get that when I've got two games from CX when I got Avatar. The other one's called, is it like Way of the Ronin or Ronin something or other? So when I've finished these, I'll trade them in and get the 007 game. But yeah, Avatar, very, very good game. It's kind of my kind of game as well. It's very stealthy. You know, it's uses a bow and arrow and a slingshot, which is really good. Um, the mechanics, the modeling is just incredible, and it's open world, so it ticks all the boxes for me. I wasn't going to get it originally because I read a few reviews of it and they said it was a very short game, but I must have read the wrong reviews because it's actually not a short game at all. That's nice. Oh, Hornby, come on, you're better than that. That was terrible. Oh, what a shame for the young kid in goal. What a shame. Is that modelled into women's football? Because I've seen that happen a few times now. That happened to Ingham in a few games ago. She saved a goal or saved a shot at the near post and it pinged straight out to an opposition player. What a shame. Just before half time as well. I'm going to have to give them an angry. I'm not really angry at them because that is a great shame, that. Right, Hornby is having a bit of a mare up front. I don't really know what else I can do though. I don't think there's an awful lot I can do. Assassin's Creed remake, if you haven't played the original, it's a good game, although too expensive for a remake. Yeah, I mean, what Radbrad's been playing that. I've been following his series, playing that. It does look very good, actually. I'm not really. I don't like games that have got boats in them. I'm not great at sailing boats. I'm not great at sailing boats. I'm not great at driving cars, and I'm not great at piloting aircraft. So I always try and stay clear of them. But Radbrad, Jess Woolley's got us back into it. Yeah, Radbrad, he's been doing a series on it, so I've been following that, and he does look a very good game. I do like Assassin's Creed games. They're very, very well put together. I'd probably pick that up if it wasn't for the fact that, I mean, obviously it's there's a lot of boats in it and boat sailing. I would definitely pick that up. If there wasn't a lot of boat sailing in it. I mean, I didn't pick it up first time round for that very reason. Did you check out Starfield? It's basically Fallout 4 in space. I did look at all the ones that were recommended, yeah. And whoa, and they all look very interesting. But I don't know. It's like individual taste in it. Sometimes you look at a game and you just kind of get a feeling whether it's for you or not. Rod Brothers played almost every game ever. I know. I played Hogwarts. Best game I've ever played, I would say, Stuart. Best game I've ever played. I would say Avatar reminds me a lot of Hogwarts. A lot. Obviously, it's a different setting and different idea altogether, but it does remind me a lot of Hogwarts. Great game, Hogwarts. I avoided it for ages because I thought, oh, Hogwarts, it's going to be a kids' game, but very, very good game, Hogwarts. Right, so Wooly is now tired, and I don't really have. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do that and put Rowbottom there. One of them can play as a shadow striker. Can Milner play DM? No. I'm really, really short of DMs. Really short of DMs. Can Bull play DM? Kind of. Let's drop Bull in there. That's 3 changes, isn't it? And then who else is tired? The other DM. Okay, let's stick Peacock in there then. Well, let's change those 2 round. Right, let's go into here. So we got Rutherford, Rowbottom, Peacock and Bull, Wilding, Cone, North. Okay, just confirm those. Let's give them a demand more. Yeah, I did have a look at Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's first person though, I think, isn't it, Mike? Yeah, thanks for coming in, Stuart, mate. Thanks very much. Thanks for your contributions all night. It's greatly appreciated. If there is anybody in the live stream, we are coming up to the last game of the stream. but we are playing the console version of Football Manager 2026, and I am managing Portsmouth Ladies. I'm going to say disappointed. I'm a very, very hard taskmaster. I'm very hard to please. So they're going to have to get used to this. We have, however, moved up to 5th place now, which is a bit bonkers. If there is anybody in the live stream who hasn't subscribed to my channel, if you could subscribe, it helps me greatly. I am aiming for 2,000 subscribers, but whether I'll get there before FM27 now, I don't know. No, to you, I'm just saying from what you said, I don't think you'll like them. It does look a very, very good game. There's lots of games about Mike that I'm really kick myself that I don't like first-person games because, see, Notts Forest hold out for a draw. We're elevating a bit, aren't we? Yeah, there's lots of games around that I kind of think, you know what, I wish that was third person because it's my kind of game. I would love to play it, but yeah, it's one of them. I just don't like first-person games. Okay, Crystal Palace have been promoted. So does that mean Newcastle have missed out then? Okay. Well, when I looked, there was, or was that just the fact that Leicester were guaranteed relegation? So it could be Spurs then as well, if there's 2 automatically promoted and then 1 goes into playoffs. Is that with the WSL 1 teams? Okay, so Newcastle have been promoted, not necessarily as champions. Right, okay, so it's Palace and Newcastle who've gone up. Maybe Palace will step off the gas a bit here then. We're up to 5th. This is mad. Did you play Fallout 4 first or third person? Third person felt a bit janky to me. Yeah, I played it in third person, Mike. Yeah, I loved Fallout 4. What a great game. Starfield. I must have another look at that one. I might have another look at that one tomorrow. If you're saying it's very Fallout 4-like, it's weird sometimes because, you know, for as many highlight videos as you watch and you get an opinion of the game, you get a feel for the game, and then you buy it and start playing it, you think, you know what, this is nothing like the highlight reels I've watched. You know, it's so much better and much more in depth than I thought it was going to be. Avatar's like that. Right, I think we're just about coming to a nice ending. It's about 10:30, isn't it? So I think this is going to end up quite nicely. Last game of the night. It is Palace. We've actually survived. So survival at stake for Charlton. So is there a possibility then? Oh, there is. -22, -17. So if Charlton... Oh no, Sheffield United. Oh no, hold on a minute. They can't. Well, it's goal difference, isn't it? No, Sheffield United are down, aren't they? The goal difference is, I mean, there'd have to be a goal avalanche, wouldn't there, to switch that round? Okay, last game of the night and last game of the season. And unfortunately, Primer is suspended. Oh, that's not great. Okay, let's move Escort over there then. Shepherd can come back in and drop back in here. No, she can't because she's injured. Something's wrong there, isn't it? Something's not showing up in here. Primer, right, let's have a look. Shepherd is injured then. Let's bring Jones in. Primer, Hutchins, Humphreys. Right, okay. So how's this Ingram done then? So she's made 6 appearances, conceded 4, 3 clean sheets. She's kept as many clean sheets as what was her name, Gray, did in all her time playing for us. And she played about, I don't know. Oh, we can have a look, can't we? She only kept 2 clean sheets, 19 appearances. Right, let's go to the game. Starfield got mid to bad reviews just because it's not much of an improvement from Fallout 4 to them. But if you're just looking for another Fallout, it's perfect. Is it made by the people who made Fallout 4 then? There is is there a Fallout London or something like that that's being produced by some independent developers? I'm sure I saw that. A bit of a colour clash here. Look at Palace's kit. It's absolutely abysmal. The other game looked very good as well that you recommended. I can't remember the name of it, but very colourful, a bit cartoony looking. Well, let's hope Palace take the foot off the gas here because they're already promoted, so they don't need to bust a gut. Bethesda. Oh, right, okay. Same company that made Skyrim 2. London's a huge version for made by independent gamers. It's only on PC though. Starfield. Is it Starfield I'm thinking about then? You recommended there was another game that you recommended. There's a geezer with a top hat in it. We've actually had 5 shots, 3 on target in this game. We're playing all right, you know. This team with a few decent additions might be all right next season. I do wonder sometimes. I mean, obviously, having played Football Manager a long time, if you take over a team that is the media recommendation is relegation, or it's not a particularly brilliant team. I think the game downgrades it a lot, and you will lose games because the game has just given it a black mark, basically. All right, we're gonna have to go for it now because Palace has scored. Come on, girls, can we? Oh, Lucy Johnson, come on, it's 1-1. Ten shots, 7 on target. We're taking the game here to a promoted team. Wilding again. Same again, girls. Oh, she's gone near post this time. Ah, that was poor. You should have played it inside. That was poor, that. Okay, half time. I'm going to say pleased. I think we're doing okay there. And I am wondering whether at half time we should switch to this. Because if we can get a 1-1 at Palace, that will do me. Right, I'm going to go, I'm going to try and hold the game and see whether we can hold the game. Come on, keep it simple, girls. Keep it simple. Let's not try anything that we're not capable of. Just keep it simple. Oh, what a goal from Escort. What an absolutely magnificent goal from Escort. Absolutely stunning. This pass here as well from Rutherford. Is it Rutherford? Outside of the boot. Look at that. That was lovely. The pass from Rutherford outside of the boot and then wallop, get in the back of the net. Beautiful. Well, we are in a holding pattern now, so... Oh, up, steady. Oh, what a ball. Hornby's in. Is the flag going to go up? It's been given. It's been given. It's 3-1. So this is playing Wool. I thought that one of the reasons, not the whole, but I thought bringing Shepherd back and playing as a wide midfielder had given us a little bit more stability on that right-hand side. And I thought that might have been one of the reasons. But Wool is playing the winger. So we're not doing that in this game. And we're beating a team here who have got promoted. I wonder how many goals we would have conceded if I didn't bring that Ingham in. Whoa, that's a strange ball to play. I think that was with the outside of the showing off now. Showing off, that was with the outside of the boot as well, I think. Oh, that's a shame. 3-2. What a miss! What a miss! And they got a corner out of it. Oh, taken, Ingham. Taken. Getting cocky now. Just once again, girls, just keep it simple. Wilding's on a bike here. Whoa, they've got an injured player there. Might keep it simple again. Don't need to do anything fancy. Just keep it nice and simple. Oh, unlucky. Right, let's make a few changes. Right, okay, Milner can come on there. What do I do with that right wing? What do I do with that right wing? Let's bring Jones on up front, and Rutherford can drop back there. And hopefully we'll play her as... Oh, she's playing as deep line forward. Hornby, let's play her a bit further forward. Right, and then hopefully if the ball goes up to them, they can hold on to it. Peacock is going to have to drop in there again. Although he's on 7.88, Dahu. Playing very, very well indeed. What's that? 3 changes, 15 minutes left. I think we'll bring Bull on for Wilding as well. Okay, 3-2. Can we hold on? I mean, there's not a lot more I can do, really. We are in a holding pattern now, so... Although we could actually drop into a cautious mentality. I mean, we've absolutely taken the game to Palace here. 21 shots, 12 on target. Can we get a winner? Can we win this game? 4 minutes of time added on. We are going to finish 5th here. Well, what a shame we had such a bad start to the season. I mean, that is something else. What a turnaround. We have finished 5th. That is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Well, we stopped them getting the title. Newcastle got the title. Right, we just want the budgets now. Here we go. So it was we were spending 15, but we only had 14, didn't we? Right, okay, so it's 15 and a half wage budget. So that's not really changed too much. But we have got a transfer budget of 11. So if I move all of that into oh, I can't. Can I? No. They won't let me. Okay. So it's not amazing, is it? But so of these players that are leaving now, she's still looking at her options. She's still looking at her options. Although Sophie Barker at 35. So that Ellikins it we couldn't buy anyway, could we? Although our value's dropped to 35k now. Have they given her a new contract? No, it's out in 56 days. I've put her on the shortlist, haven't I? Yeah. Let's just continue for a couple of. Will she look at a contract now or not? Right, okay. She won't look at a new contract, Megan Hornby. Well, okay. So unbelievably, we've finished in 5th place with 33 points. We've won 4 out of our last 5 games, although the other one was a draw. I mean, that end of the season there was just ridiculous. And it all started with that Ipswich game. Before that, we were shocking. And we played Ipswich, and then we beat Newcastle. We beat the 2 WSL1 teams, the ones that have gone up. We've beaten them both, and away from home as well. Palace away from home we beat. Newcastle away from home we beat. Right, okay. That I think. Well, that is the end of the season now. So obviously that's going to be the last game of the season. I will have a look at that over the weekend, just to see what happens with these ones who are looking at their options. So I will be back on Monday evening now, 7:30, and I'll try and get 3 in next week. Maybe one Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't know yet. I'll see how it goes. I could do Monday, Thursday, Friday because that's better for me. Wednesdays I've got like grandson's training on, so. But anyway, thanks to everybody that came in, and thanks to everybody that contributed. If you are lingering around and you've not subscribed to the channel, if you could subscribe, it would help me absolutely amazingly, because I'm looking for 2,000 subscribers. We're a way off yet, but every little helps. Give the video a like, and like I say, it all helps the channel. So thanks to everybody who came in. Thanks to everybody who contributed tonight. Thanks, Jay, mate. Thanks very much for coming in. Great. Yeah, good luck for next season. Yeah, I mean, I'm quietly confident now that we can push on from this. 1 or 2 quality signings now. We need to sort that DM position out. We need a little bit of rotation in there. Barker's 35. Kinzer is going back off her loan. So I need to look at that. I need to do a little bit of What an end to this. I know, Stevie. I can't believe it. I'm pinching myself a bit here. But like you said before, sometimes little tweaks can make a big difference. So, okay, so I'll see you all again, hopefully on Monday night about 7:30, and we'll do it all again, and we'll see whether Portsmouth Ladies can actually do better next season than a fifth place finish. So we've defied the odds there, and we were relegation certainties, and we've done very, very well. So very pleased, and I didn't have to throw my toys out the pram once, and I'm sure we're all glad about that. Okay, thanks very much, and I shall see you on Monday night.